got my sights on a brand new beginning. A steady rhythm will hold me to the shore. I've got my sights on a brand new beginning. A steady rhythm will hold me to the shore.
show and we'll fly. You don't have to feel like you're on your own. No one should have to dance alone, not tonight. You and me, we're gonna write a little history. You and me, just show me love and then you'll see. Memories that we make, they are never gonna fade for a lifetime. We don't give no shit if you wanna hide away. We just have to try to play second drills up in the memory bank. I've been looking for somebody to make memories in a bank forever in time. There's no reason to be hard to find, 'cause we've already lost our mind. You and me, we're gonna write a little history. You and me, just show me love and then you'll see. Memories that we make, they are never gonna fade for a lifetime. We don't give no shit if you wanna hide away. We just have you trying to play second drills up in the memory bank.
They haven't set up the positions well, allowing cats. Oh my god! Good evening, everyone. We are now back with the Gold Series tournament, a third Gold Series, and back on the second day on the EU server. Tonight we are following Group 2. The Bronze Series tournament format is not important, so I'm not going to talk about that. The Gold Series tournament format on the first day and the second day will be played in the 4-team double elimination series. And yesterday we saw the top 2 from each group advancing to the second day, and each group can have as many as 4 teams, and the games are spread across 2 days. Here are the number of cups, as you see below, that each team can earn in order to get to the next stage. Well, in order. I don't know what I'm saying. Here are the number of cups each clan can earn. And they will be ranked in descending order of cups. The top 8 will advance to the Summer Season Championship. The 9th to the 16th place will advance to the Middle Echelon Championship, and the 17th to 22nd to the 32nd place would advance to the Lower Echelon Championship. This is going to be the schedule of everything, and tonight is going to be the last day of the qualifiers, and I think every team deserves a break, and hopefully they are back in full shape on the 28th of July. And then it's August, and everyone will be preparing for the autumn season in a month and a half. That will put it to mid-September. Okay, so let's look at the groupings tonight. Okay, we're seeing Group 4 with RNG, Kraken Esports, A1M1 and R2K. next we have Group 1. Oh, Group 5. Well, I will have to delete this because that's not relevant. Okay. So next we have Group 1 with Endgame, Immortals, and Jones. In Group 2 we have load. APA, Sparta, and TTT. This is the group we're following tonight, and we are following through the bracket, so all the matches will be streamed in Group 2, so it's going to be really exciting, and I think everyone would be looking forward to some really good games. The top 8 has now been decided. Group 3 we have BPS, Loka, Turks, and second team with Immortals, and based on the events of yesterday, both Zenith and also RNG would have their cups voided. And that means now Turks and RNG are now in the top 16. Instead, and now we are seeing the top 8 being Endgame, Loka, Immortals, Jones, BPS, A1N1, APA, and Kraken Esports, and TTT are down by more than 2,000 cups, so they can't overtake Kraken Esports tonight. So the top 8 has already been decided, as of saying, and it's going to be interesting to watch. I think all of these 8 clans are really good clans, but it also looks like Endgame and Loka will be the runaway favorites. So I really can't see like them not getting top 4. I think it's quite unlikely that it will be that. I think the room is up, so let's go into the room then.
I miss the family I used to have. I feel like everything's so different now. Sitting by the fire as we'd watch the flames burn out.
Wait, did I win this one? Oh yes, I did win this one. Let's go in. Okay, there we go. APA versus Sparta. I hope we're going to see some good games tonight, despite the fate of the teams being decided already. APA would be happy to know that they don't have to fight for the top 8, and they don't have to rely on A1N1 slipping up to give them top 8. And yeah, it's kind of interesting how APA got top 8 in the last 2 seasons, spring and summer. So I think they can take a deep breath now that I think APA has performed really well in the summer season after slip up in the Blitz Premier Cup. So are we going to see some amazing matches tonight? Hopefully we do. Sparta, we are only seeing no pro cam or no life showing up at the moment. APA, we are seeing Yennefer and the U100 Ernest. We're not going to announce the lineup until all the players have shown up. So let's see. Hopefully, Sparta will have 7 players in the end. And you must show up though. If you don't play at least 1 match, there is a possibility Wargaming would not give you the cups. That happened back in the summer season last year, and also I think winter season this year too. Where if you don't play, if you don't play the bracket, that you're not going to get the cups for that bracket. So we saw like spring season, the very last day, and what some clans didn't actually play. Some clans showed up and played 1 or 2 matches, just only 1 match I think, and they just participated, showed up for the tournament previous brackets, but they didn't show up for the final games. So I really hope that's not going to happen here, but it seems everyone is going to be ready now. Sparta, we are now seeing Patrick in the T125, no pro camel, isn't it? No pro camel, no life in the IS4, free Vabon in the T22, coming from Vale if I remember correctly, and on the edge in the Crown Wagon, with the Warrior in the T125, Optimus Prime in the Crown Wagon, and Mikal, Vickers Light. APA, we're seeing Yennefer in the U100, Ernest in the Vickers Lights, double T125 by Sinkia, Ravnica, and Kopaka, double crop by Taraxito and Manfak, and finally we have Machinek in the M60. So it seems both teams are going to play this one seriously, and let's see what they have to bring to the table. Hopefully some exciting matches, and we are all here for that. So let's actually forget about what happened yesterday and just focus on this one, and I'm sure you will be entertained, and hopefully it's going to be amazing. So only 30 seconds left to go. We are on open start. APA red team starting from the north spawn, Sparta blue team starting from the south spawn. Hello Thruster, how are you doing? And Creepy Baby celebrating something that I don't know. I'm going to say hello to Aqua Knight as well. How are you doing? Hopefully you're happy. And we will go in. Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to say in Polish. Hopefully it's not something bad. But you didn't realize me here, isn't it? And Moika, is he going to create a meme video about me this season? Hopefully. It's not something terrible, but let's go. Ernest in the Vickers Light will be trying to get spots up. And Sparta in the blue team. Let's see, Vabon is now spotted, and Sparta only has the Vabon spotted though. Well, now they have Wooden Warrior spotted as well. Some shots been fired, but it hasn't connected. Ernest with a shot, but couldn't connect anywhere. Sinki Avnika is ushering Ernest to leave and pee off probably, but he took a hit as well, so maybe that's karma here. But anyway, Kopaka is spotted, might get some shots in, but it's actually himself getting shots, so great start to Sparta actually, and we are seeing Optimus Prime missing Kopaka. On the other hand, we are seeing Ernest, Yennefer, and Manfak trying to go for C. Mikal has to be really careful here. Now that Sparta, Mikal, I'm not sure. I'm a bit worried. Yennefer is going to put a great shot into Mikal. Oh my lordy. Mikal seems to have triggered the self-destruct button there. But I can't blame Mikal for this because he hasn't spotted the tanks there. But Sparta immediately responded and now making a push. I think this is a good move, and I think this could potentially potentially disguise the fact that they lost a biggest light so early, and Kopaka equally got taken out very quickly too. So APA is now 6 vs 6. Hit points are with APA at the moment, but Sparta has done really well despite losing a biggest light to chip away hit points of APA. At the moment here, we're seeing free fireball also quite low. APA are trying to surround these tanks here. APA don't have the hit point pool advantage, but Patrick is coming from below. They're trying to focus onto Sinkier Nika, I believe, and it's now down to one shot, and it's killed by On the Edge. Next time they might want to go for will be Taraxito. Taraxito's down to a one shot, and it's killed by On the Edge. And I have to say kudos to Sparta for making a great comeback here despite losing Mikal at the start, with free for bomb killed by Ernest. And Sparta, they lost no pro camo, no life as well. Now it's going to be 4 vs 4, but these heavy tanks might be in some sort of trouble. Sorry. Sorry. And now Ernest is trying to run away because, you know, Sparta's looking for Ernest, and Optimus Prime is going to put a shell into Manfak. Manfak kills off Optimus Prime. That leaves this situation to be 3 vs 4 for Sparta, but Ernest is down to one shot. And at the moment here, the hit points are still with Sparta, but the cap points are with APA, and they have a Vicus Light as well. So that means APA would not feel the pressure. It's actually Sparta feeling the pressure though. Are they able to shut down the tanks with Wounded Warrior now down to a 2-shot? This is actually getting really close. On the edge in the Kramwagen, looking for Manfak, and I think Ernest spotted on the edge up. Himself is spotted, and I think On the Edge is deciding which tank to go for. I think he has to make a decision now before it's too late, before Manfak is able to reload his third shell. But On the Edge simply says, I'm going to stay back a little bit, but they don't have a lot of time. That APA has 800 cap points. If they don't make a move now, APA would win this one by caps. On the Edge has made a decision to rush Manfak. I think this is a fair decision, and Yennefer missed On the Edge, and that killed Manfak. Could buy some time for Sparta, but Ernest is actually the pesky little Vicus Light, and it's on one shot, but he has done really well to keep Sparta spotted and keeping APA the map control. And Sparta, all they could do at the moment here is to get kills, but Marcinek still really healthy. Yennefer is actually not to one shot, and now Yennefer is now down to one shot. Patrick is killed, meaning APA will get the win with 1000 cap points. Great gameplay by APA, getting both B and C. Sparta, the main problem is not losing the Vicus Light so early. They've done They've done really well in the follow-up to kill off Kopaka really quickly in the T125. I would say, in the end, yeah, they went together, which is really good, but they also gave up map control too. And by the time it has descended into a standstill, Sparta were not in good positions, and I think APA, it's more to do with APA taking really good positions and not being flustered at all, and they seem to have a lot more expertise on Alpenstadt as well. So great job to APA, and commiserations to Sparta. They've tried really hard in this one. 4 tanks doing more than 2k for Sparta. APA also 4 tanks doing more than 2k, so well done to APA. And we are seeing next match, it will be APA versus Sparta on the second game. Alright, let's go. APA. Now we're seeing Yennefer the Eyes for Ernest in the Vicus Lights, Sinkier of Nika Reaction, double M60, double T125s by Kopaka and Marcina, Manfak and Balus. Meanwhile, we have Sparta double M60 by Patrick and 3 Vabon, triple crown Vaga by no Pro Campbell, no life, and a lot of other tanks. Also on the edge and Wood Warrior, TVP will be played by Mikal, and Optimus Prime will be in the Vicus Light. So that means Sparta would not have the hit point pool lead. They have to be really careful, and they have to trade a lot better here. Hello to Liana, hello to Biscuit, hello to Luke, and hello to whoever is speaking in Arabic. To say I Mubarak, is it what it's called in Muslim? I'm happy I'm Mubarak to you as well. I think it happened like a few days ago, so hopefully you had a good time. And I will reply to your message later, Dark Creepy. But Ernest getting the spot on Optimus Prime, preventing Vicus Light from getting A, which is really good from APA side. And Sparta just putting most of the tanks over to the northeastern, to the northwestern corner or near A, and it seems APA is not allowing Sparta to do some moves here. And yeah, I think now APA is just typing a lot of stuff in the chat in Polish, which I don't understand. If there is someone watching and knows Polish, please tell me what these messages meant. With the Warrior still holding on B, and it's still quite a dull match at the moment. Both teams are not allowing one another to get a cap. So this is Cam Steer written all over the place, and we are seeing that there is some ping issues. There are some ping issues with APA, according to them, isn't it? I don't know, but it seems no tank here looks like they are pinged out. So I think at the moment it's now going to be Sparta still doing a decent job, and Ernest just going really aggressive, not flustered at all, not phased at all. Certainly doesn't feel like Mikal last game. So I think also the reason why Ernest can be really aggressive is that he has backup with the M60, great shots into Patrick, and now Ernest might be trapped, but he has backup, so that is all what Ernest needs. Great shot into Patrick, and the hit points are now with APA by almost 2,000. And this is looking really strong for APA at the moment. And Yennefer is going straight into C with capturing C. Sparta unable to put any shots to reset C or to punish whoever's trying to go for C. But Yennefer ignoring C entirely, going really aggressive with Patrick. Kopaka has taken a really big hit here from Sparta here. And I think APA now looking to pick a big push onto the Sparta's forces. They're looking to take down Patrick, and that will give them a solid hit point pool lead. And Patrick is now killed. Reaction needs to put a last shell. Maybe he could put a shell into Wooden Warrior, or is it not? He's going to go for a reload, a drop reload, but Sinkiravnika needs to be careful not to push too aggressively. He has to wait for his teammates to keep to form a good horizontal straight line and to push together. But Sinkiravnika moves back, allowing his teammates to go in, and we are seeing also no Pro Campbell low life also dead. This is really great stuff by AP at the moment, with On The Edge killed as well. This is now going to be 6 versus 4. Free Vabon will be the next tank down, potentially. Machida, great shot into Free Vabon. Yennefer, also great shot into Free Vabon. Wood the Warrior is now tracked. And I think Manfuck is going to ram. No, I don't think he's going to ram. Manfuck is going to put a killing shell into Wood the Warrior, but it's actually Ernest doing the kill instead. Meanwhile, we are seeing APA looking for 3 Pavon next, so APA was given isolated tanks to focus, and that is actually really good news for APA, and Sparta is breaking apart. We are seeing also Optimus Prime now dead. Mikal is going to be the last person standing despite being the first tank down in the last game. I'm pretty sure he got a little bit phased in the last one, but this is just really strong performance by APA at the moment here, leaving no room for Sparta to breathe. And there we go. Great job to APA, and they are through to the upper bracket final, and they will face TTT. Thank you for subscribing, Banderbear Gaming. And I mean, looking at the damage here, APA 5 tanks doing more than 2k, Sparta 3 tanks doing more than 2k. But I think AP, what they've done really well is that they are very decisive with what they're doing, their moves, in good positions to chip away hit points of Sparta when they got a little bit careless. And you saw how much more different it is when Ernest is doing something similar as Mikhail last game, but he got backup. The backup is sometimes the most important thing, and that will prevent the other team to push you outright. And maybe Sparta can learn a thing or two from APE in this game. We didn't want to do something similar for Mikhail, but at the same time, it's actually like Sparta have done all they have done all they could to salvage that horrendous start with losing us a Vegas Lights. I was going to say hello to Blitz from Azerbaijan. Hopefully, it's not too late for you, because I believe Azerbaijan is, I think it's like 3 to 4 hours ahead of us. So, good luck to Sparta in the lower bracket final. I mean, let's see which team they're going to be facing next. No, I'm not. I'm following the bracket, so just only Group 2. No Astra for tonight. Sorry about that. I'm going to actually answer the question from the Creepy Baby. What do I think about the NA teams that got cut out of top 8 course? Wargaming removed silver tournaments and their cups. To be honest with you, I actually think that Wargaming should only remove the cups earned by the same clan, by the clan that participated in both gold and silver. Just remove the cups. And remove the silver cups from that clan, or the cups of that, or just or the lower number of cups that is earned by that clan. I think that would make more sense. For example, Straight have 2 teams in both gold and silver, and I think the best way is just remove the gold cups for Straight, because they earned fewer cups in the gold tournament. I think removing the silver series is actually not a bad idea, but I think it should have been done in the next season instead. In theory, it's actually not the worst to remove, not the worst to have the silver series, because as I said, I think that the gold series tournament, you know that you can get a free pass to the next day. So teams will be deciding whether to go for silver or gold, because there is a chance of getting a free pass. So that kind of dissuade clans to participate in the silver series. Hello MMM Studio, check the chat, the global chat. No idea what they're talking. If you could translate them for me, that would be really nice. Hello King Burke. I do think that the number of cups for gold and silver needs to be tweaked. I think that is fine if you have like this. If you have a team that got the first place on both days, earning more cups than the team getting knocked out in the first round of the gold series. I think that makes sense. I think it makes sense for the team that got first place on both days in the silver series tournament to get more cups, because in theory, oh, what does the soldier need a code for? Are they trying to do riddles? I love a good riddle too in the chat. That actually would make the commentary a lot more exciting. So. So I don't know, some random riddles from APA. No idea. So yeah, and yeah, I do feel really sorry for hated Pincer, 4-packs and Arkham, their cups being taken away. And I think it's just, I mean, those matches ended fairly and fair and square, so I don't really understand why Wargaming remove all the cups of for the Silver Series, and I think someone made a good analogy. Here is that it's like a candidate participating in 2 exams that shouldn't be the case, or and when the organizer or when the examiner found that out, it is actually an organizer mistake, but they removed all the results of one test, so that affected the results of other candidates, which did not do anything wrong to apply for the next for that test. So I think this analogy describes the situation why I think it's not reasonable to remove the Silver Series cups. Hello, Lieutenant. How are you doing? Yeah, and I think the new format, the new tournament format, is actually pretty good for small servers like EU, like NA and Asia, whereby I think the clans in the challengers are decided and ranked a lot more accurately than it was back in the previous skills tournaments. And the NA top 4 and the NA top 8 and Asia top 8 are pretty much what I would expect, to be honest with you. Asia, actually I got all 8 clans correct in the prediction, and those 8 clans are actually really strong clans. I mean, I have to say commiserations to some clans like Der and also RN, especially Der aren't able to get a Gold Series ticket because they couldn't finish in the top 2 in the first 3 Bronze Series tournaments, and what happened there with the Silver Series tournament, let's not reiterate about that, but they got really unlucky there, and they actually look like a really decent top 8 team too, and RN got terrible seeding the first 2 Gold Series, and tonight, earlier today, they beat ID 3-1, and ID is safely through to the top 8, so it's really competitive, which is the Asia server, so there are not a lot of pop teams so that means the draw is hardly ever terrible. Like, you have to work hard if you want to get into the top 8. I think similar can be said about the NA server. You also have to work hard in order to get top 8. Arrow got a little bit lucky with the seeding, in my opinion, but they also showed us that they are a decent team. They are a capable team. So I'm actually excited to see the NA top 8 and also the Asia top 8. EU top 8, really sad to not see Turks because they are very, very strong this season, and Challengers is not the stage that they deserve to be in, but I mean, rules are rules, and we can all argue about whether wargaming has been whether wargaming was too harsh with that punishment, but it was against the rules in the first place. So but I do think that Turks, without that violation, they really deserve to be in the top 8, and I think they would show us some really exciting games, really good games there too. Hello, fuck you, how you doing? Oh dear, I know. You wanted me to swear that username here. Okay, the dress of the Spartans. Ah, I see why. Yeah, well, we can also argue about the soldiers wearing very clunky stuff. I mean, and that pretty much is not doing anything to the soldier. Like, yeah, you can have yeah, you can have really clunky armor, but if it doesn't do anything to you, then why are you wearing it? Hello, nice player. What's up to you as well? Capsule Gaming saying what? What do you mean by what? Okay, let's check the results of other matches then. Okay, Group 1. Jones have beat. Okay, Jones are now facing Endgame. Endgame beat Immortals first team 2-0, and they are facing Jones next. Okay, next we have Group 3, BPS versus Loka, and it's going to be BPS winning Loka 2-0, and they are facing Immortal second team, Turks, which I have to feel really sorry about the harsh punishment. I sympathize with them, and RNG as well. I mean, they fought their way to the top 8, and especially Turks have fought really hard for that. They beat BPS 3-2 in the first Gold Series to knock BPS out of top 4 pretty much, and now they are not even the top 8. Which I gotta say, it's just really sad to see, and I think they actually didn't show up at all. In protest, I can understand them not showing up at all to protest a final decision by Wargaming, and really no reason for them to play tonight because they aren't getting any cups tonight. So they're going to lose 0-2 in both games very quickly, giving Loka a 2-0 win immediately, and they will actually be the one to wait for the next opponent, not the upper bracket, to the next opponent actually, and not the upper. Well, I don't know what I'm saying, but they are the first one to get them. They're going to wait for some time until the next match is up. So I think I will get an invite soon. Next we have Group 4. Group 4 we have A1M1 beating R2K 2-0 and Kraken Esports beat RNG 2-0, and they're going to be facing A1M1 next. RNG, same as Turks, are also protesting about the final decision by Wargaming, so they're going to be losing to. They're going to bow out of this tournament very quickly. 0-2 defeats. Totally understand that they might not agree with the final decision by Wargaming, so it means the loser of Kraken Esports versus A1M1 will go on to face R2K. Alright. Here we are. Room should be up soon. I hope Wargaming doesn't F up with the room invites. It should come soon, but I'm not receiving any room invites. There we go. Room invite is in. TTT versus APA. I mean, TTT. You're being streamed, so you have to be really careful. we don't want to see what happened. We don't want to see what happened yesterday, and I don't think any team at this point would slip up and allow themselves to be punished. And we are now on to Canal. And I will change my ult place very quickly. Please wait for a moment. Alright, here we go. TTT, we are seeing Crumb Bargain by Agent Lion, Double 50Bs by Desolate and Piglet. Where is Winnie the Pooh? Got your mom's no. In the ice war. That is really not a good that is really not an appropriate username we are seeing here. Seek and Destroy is not going to be playing. We have Seek Smells. I thought only Stanky smells. It seems Seek also smells in the T125 winner in the Vickers Light. And we also have Sport in the T125. Meanwhile, with APA going with Triple Crown by Tarasito, Kopaka, and Manvark. Bachinek and Reaction double M60 alongside potentially Sinkier Nika is going to be taking another M60. Ernest will be playing in the Vickers Light. And it's actually Yennefer coming in place of Tarasito playing in the TVP instead. Sinkier Nika is still deciding on which tank to go for. There are only 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go. TDT versus APA. Sinkier Nika will be playing in the Crown Bargain instead. He has made his mind up. And it's going to be triple Crown Bargains by APA. But 2 mediums or lights. Actually, it's not rare to see Canal having a lot of mediums and lights. Like, it's actually not that rare to see 2 of them. And I think with the heavy nerfs soon, in update 8.2, potentially, I think it's a really good time to release the update 8.2 with a lot of balance changes for tier 10, better than during the season. So I think Wargaming has learned their lesson here. But I am interested to see how much more mediums and TDs we will be seeing in tournaments. I really love to see these 2 tank types, especially TDs. They are pretty much extinct nowadays in meta because it doesn't have good, it doesn't have a lot of hit points, doesn't have a turret, and the accuracy is actually not that good too. And as a TD, you want the TD to have good accuracy from afar, and it seems it doesn't look like to be the case. And we are now seeing TTT versus APA. Seek and Destroy not leading tonight. Why does he have to do it? Why does he have to lead tonight? they are actually through to the top 16, so there is really nothing much you could do. They could just enjoy and try some new strategies. Maybe they want someone else to call and try to train the new players. Tarisito saying take wild. I don't know why. Hello, got your mom. But TDT will be putting their tanks over to A and B with APA looking to get D as well. C is going to be captured by Kopaka and Sinkia, Nika, and a lot more tanks. The Kramwagens are going to capture on the left side of the circle, but they're going to be reset by TTT, so great job to TTT. With Asian Lion in the position that I think would be good for resetting C. But it's actually APA getting the cap lead because they got D as well. They aren't able to get A quickly enough, and APA has dropped so many hit points already trying to get C. You're seeing Kopaka now down to 1,600 hit points. TTT actually has to be the clan that needs to make a rotation, not APA. TTT is down by around 10 cap points, so all they need is just a kill to swing it back to their advantage. And hello to Sponge, how are you doing? And Desolation and Piglet defending the AMX-50B. Kopaka is bolted. Kopaka has to be really careful not to drop any more hit points. And I'm very sure APE would just try and defend as much as they could. But I think they also realized that they have lost a fair amount of hit points, so it's on TDT to make that push. And I think whoever's leading TDT tonight and on this match, hopefully they're going to show up some really good rotation and some good coordination and good communication. Desolation is taking up sector 8 on the south side. Got your mom is spotted. Will not be taking a hit, so that's good. We are now heading into around 600 cap point territory. But the cap points are going to increase with some speed because both clans have got two caps. That means it will be 6 cap points per second. So TTT has some time, but they cannot, take too much time in finding where APA's tanks are positioned. Sooner or later, they will have to make a rotation. They have to coordinate it well because TTT might be need to rush to the open, and if they hesitate, they will get farmed like crazy. So Got Your Mom is going to go down middle, maybe getting more spots, but Kopaka is spotted, and he has to be really careful here. Might be taking some hits from Kopaka, but it seems Kopaka is just playing really safe. And let's see if more tanks spotted here. Manfakium and also Sinkia Nika are both spotted. Asian Lion taking some hits, and Got Your Moms has taken a bounce. Yennefer unable to put shots into Got Your Mom's news, and sorry, this is going to be censored pretty much. Yeah, I am very sorry. I think this is going to violate community guidelines. I'm very sorry about that. I'm sorry for this, but Got Your Mom just going straight up, but TTT, there is some kind of miscommunication right here, and Got Your Mom already killed by APA to focus on Got Your Mom, and that's really good focus from APA. TTT unable to go a tank out. They need to take Manfak out and potentially Sinkia Rika. They're looking for Sinkia Rika and they're trying to get C, but C smells is taken out really quickly by reaction, so they can't just kill off Sinkia Rika. They have to get a base too, but that capstone might be enough. We're seeing Piglet and Desolation looking to put shots into Sinkia Rika. The 50p is still relatively healthy, and now we're seeing C getting captured too by TDT. TDT is looking really strong this one. Yennefer is running away from this situation, and I think Winner is looking for Yennefer. I think Winner makes a great kill to Yennefer, making TDT, handing TDT a win here. Hello, old new gaming. How are you doing? Steve Johnson saying, I use Sierra 17 actually. Oh my lord. I think Arkham will take it. Pincer, don't know what happened. I think they kind of imploded towards the season. And Hated, I think, is underperforming this season as well. APA, I think it's a little bit strange, like, because APA, they did really well to kill off Got Your Mom, and he did 0 damage. But for some odd reason, they aren't able to follow up from that and focus on I mean, they try to make a move on the other side, but they aren't able to kill off a tank. They are able to kill some tanks there, but only just one, I believe, and it looks really weird. But TDT did really well, getting a C cap stop and also killing the necessary tanks and handing TDT the crucial win. And now we're seeing it's going to be 1-0 for TDT. So well done to TDT, and they are actually at the 9th place in on the leaderboard. So we never know. Actually, you never know. Maybe TDT can be the underdogs here in the Challengers tournament. I'll be up for that one if it happens. TDT winning the the Middle Echelon Championship. It will be amazing. It will be amazing here. So here we are, TTT, triple T125s by 6 mils. Broccoli and Sports win the Vickers Light. Got Your Moms in the IS4s. And we are seeing Desolation in the TVP and Vickers Light by winner Asian Lion in the Crown Wagon APA FE405. Not a rare tank on this map. We saw some teams playing the FE405 because of the good DPM and also the accuracy as well. Hello Life is Hard, and we are seeing Sinclair Nika in the Crown Wagon, Ernest in the M60 alongside Reaction and triple T125s by Kopaka, Manfak and Machinek. So TTT, this time is going to commit their forces over to C and D. Can Got Your Moms be able to cap C, but potentially APA would be there to reset Got Your Moms, but it seems they bounced one, but they can't get C, and it's going to be actually APA once again getting the cap lead because they are going to get B. I don't think Sinkia Nika is getting reset here. Got Your Moms is going back to try and capture C, but APA is there to make sure TDT will have no will have no chance on C, and what APA needs to do now is to sit back and defend because they have 2 caps compared to APA with only TDT with only 1. Got Your Moms trying desperately to get into C, but whenever he gets into C, APA is in position to reset C. So great job to APA. Goes on to show the experience of APA here. And TTT, what could they do in this situation? They need to plan a rotation sooner or later. And they need to figure out how to chip away hit points of APA. And Ernest got a little bit careless there, taking a hit. But it's actually minimal because APA still has the hit point pool advantage. Broccoli missed that shell. And Desolation and winner in Vickers Lights. TDT is still finding out where tanks position. We are seeing winner trying to spot in the Vickers Light. Got Ernest and Sinkia Nika spotted, but himself is not spotted. So I think APA, they would be a little bit worried, but I don't think they would be too worried because they are not losing any hit points. They got 2 caps. Pressure is on TDT. Pressure is on TDT. So realistically, how can TDT rotate in this one? It's gonna be really hard, but APA has pretty much this side left wide open. So TDT can potentially rotate back to their spawn and take out Manfuck at first, and maybe coordinate with Desolation and Winner on the other side and rotate after. So I think this is what TDT could do. Maybe 2 tanks down middle and 3 other tanks going for the other side. Maybe they want to go for C, or maybe they can send a medium tank to go for C, and maybe have a T125 platooning with whoever is going to rotate from the enemy spawn. Got Your Mom is trying to get C once again, but he keeps on getting spotted and getting reset as well. And that was a blind reset shell from Machinek over to Got Your Mom. And that was just really great shot by Machinek right here. And the experience really comes. TDT are hustling a little bit. They're figuring out whether pushing down the middle is a good choice or not. I would go for it pretty much. But they have to be really decisive because it's actually not a numerical advantage for TDT if they decide to rush. But they have to do something sooner or later. They can't go for B because APA are defending B very heavily. So this is a cap they can't really go for. Winner has to be really careful here because APA could focus onto the Vickers Light of Winner. And now TDT are now landing the assault onto Manfuck. And Manfuck is now down to 1,317 hit points. And that's just what I say about Winner there. The Vickers Light is very, very volatile. They have to play it really carefully. But Manfuck is going to go down sooner or later. Got Your Mom is also dead. And APA is leading in caps as well, but they lost Manfuck as well. But the hit points are with APA by quite a lot. It means APA just need a kill and they will win this one. And Sink here of Nika is going to put a shell into Seek. And this means APA will get the second match and it's going to be 1-1 now. Well done to APA. The lack of experience from TDT kind of showed in this one. And APA simply holding very comfortably. And I think that was a mistiming from Winner there. I think went in slightly too early when TDT the heavy tanks aren't able to distract the other tanks of APA. Maybe if Winner has someone with him, maybe that tank would not get taken out so quickly. But you never know. It's very hard to do the rotation without a lot of experience and a lot of core signs. And you have to train a lot on Canal to get your rotation right. It's a hard map to rotate well, and several teams I think would specifically train on Canal for this exact situation where they do not have the cap lead and they are forced to rotate, and the most experienced clans would know what to do in this situation. And now we are on Oasis Palms with TDT Triple Crown Bargains by Aged Lion, Seek Smells, and Broccoli. Winner in the Vickers Light, double T125s by Desolation and Zvort. Got Your Mom in the mouse. Meanwhile, with APA, Yennefer in the mouse, a Vickers Light by Ernest, Sinkier, Nika in the Crown Bargain. Kopaka in the T125, Manfuck in IS4, double MCO by Machinek and Reaction. This is a map that is quite open, so I would say. Will APA go for another defensive strat because they are really good in that, and they could actually play to the weakness of TDT with their relative lack of experience. So we're going in soon. Oasis Palms it is. APA taking relatively heavy tanks. I could see APA playing for caps once again, and they only have Ernest and the Vickers Light. So let's follow the Vickers Lights. Asian Lion say agree when I don't think he knows what was said on in the global chat. Okay, let's actually follow Winner. He's going for the C cap, which is very typical for a Vickers Light. But look at Ernest. Ernest is going the other way. I'm really interested to see what Ernest is going to do here. Maybe he's going for A at the very start. Winner is spotted already. And you see the IS4 mouse also spotted Ernest. Don't think he spotted up Got Your Mom, but I think he will spot up Asian Lion and Seek and Broccoli. And that is some really good spotting here. Ernest is lining up for a shot, but has to be really careful not to take a shot, but he pulls back just in time. C is trying to be captured by APA, but Kupaka is getting reset by Sports and Winner. Winner has to be really careful though, because I think his escape route would be under lots of attention from APA. So Winner needs to stay safe first, get the camo reset, and then go somewhere else. Winner has been spotted by Kopaka once again, and the cap points are are not with anyone. Both of the teams have the same number of cap wounds, but but TDT has more hip wounds at the moment. APA are now being aggressive onto Broccoli. I think this is a good move here because Broccoli is really isolated in the forefront, and TDT is doing a vertical straight line a little bit here. Broccoli is actually the focus for APA. I mean, this is pretty obvious. Which other tank would you go for? I don't think you would want to go for these two Crown Vargans, right? So Broccoli is going to be taken out. And the next time they're going for might be Desolation. Or maybe they would go focus the Mouse, because why not? The Mouse is actually low, down to 1,462 hit points. And it's now down to 2 shots. And APA killing off that Mouse very quickly. I mean, APA is really experienced in tournaments. Bowsers? No problem for them. Jennifer is going to put shots into Desolation. Great shot there. And APA will be looking for Sports and Winner instead, I suppose. Or maybe they're just going a little bit lax with their movement here. Because TDT at the moment are still leading in hit points. And this could still be important. But Winner got ammo racked. And his ammo rack is fixed now. But Asian Lion is going to be focused for APA, and TDT is losing concentration at the moment. Sports is looking to kill off Manfang, it's the case. Seek Smells is looking for Machinak instead. Hit points are now with APA by more than 2,000, and this is looking really strong for APA at the moment. Desolation is going to be killed, but that was a bounce from Sinkiev Nika. Sports is now down to 1 shot, and very soon we will be seeing 2 versus 5. Desolation is killed. Sport is trying to survive but won't last for long. Machinak is also dead. Winner is also dead. That means Seek Smells is the last person standing, making it to 2-1 for APA, and APA are through to the grand final. GG. Well done to APA. And TDT, I believe, positioning-wise wasn't really good. Really not a good idea to put like one tank so far at the front. I mean, they have Crossfire, but it was quite easy for APA to find the focus. And you were seeing TDT only 2 tanks doing more than 2k, but APA 5 tanks doing more than 2k. So that was a great game by APA. And we are now on to Hamstier with Sparta versus TTT. Alright, here we go. TTT. We are now seeing Desolation in the M60. Double Vickers Light by Got Your Mom and Winner. Seek Smells and Broccoli, double Crown. And we are also seeing double T135s by Piglet and Sport. Meanwhile, Sparta will be going for Mikau and Vickers Light. We'll wait. 3 minutes left to go. While we wait, let's check the results of other groups. Endgame versus Jones. It finishes 2-1 for Jones, so Jones has played really well towards the end of the season, so I'm really happy for that. And they have a really solid group of players. They have Rameo, Ghost, Tiefling, KO, Gaseo, Tim, and I think Edgar is part of the team. I might be wrong, please correct me if it's wrong. So this is a very solid group of players, and APA are through to the grand final. We saw that 2-1 against TTT. BPS is now in the grand final, beating Immortal second team 2-1. Actually, Immortal second team is doing really well here. I mean, led by Diamondback Barrel, and I think I'm not sure if Diamondback Barrel was leading the entire season, but this is also another solid team. And I really hope to see more of this team in the future. It looks pretty promising to me. And then next we have Luca playing against Immortals. Kraken Esports are through to the upper bracket grand final, winning A1M 1-0, and A1M will be facing R2K. Okay, looking at this lineup here, TTT, we know the lineups, so we're not going to announce it once again. But for Sparta, we are seeing Patrick in the M60 alongside Wooden Warrior. Mikal in the M60 also. Optimus Prime in the 50B alongside Sebi. Free Vabon, the T22, and no program with no life and the mouse. Alright. 20 seconds left to go. Cam Steer. What are we expecting here? Yeah, let's go. Oh, let me just manually switch the scoreline below because hey, why do we can do this actually. No, I can't. I'll just wait for me. I'll just simply do this very quick. So hopefully I'll be back very soon. Okay, voila, it has changed, isn't it? Yes, it has changed, so that's good. Sparta, sorry, I'll change it once again. Sparta on the left and TDT on the right. Okay, this should look right at the moment. Sports, you're seeing double 50Bs trying to push shots into Sports. Sports is perma-track though, and it's now down to 1,345 hit points. Now down to 1,041 hit points. Not a good start for Sports at all. This is what happens sometimes when you're trying to go into this position very quickly at the start, and Sports has taken a lot of hits in doing so. Mikal gets heavily smacked. Oh my lord, but at the same time, your mom is actually taking a lot of hits. Mikal is killed by Seek Smells. So, you might think that TTT has a bad start. It's actually not really the case. Sparta already lost a tank, so in terms of cap points, they are down, and they haven't got a single cap yet. So they have to do the rotation, and they still have the hit point advantage though. So they would need to kill off either Sports or Got Your Mom in order to pull it back. But Free Born is now trying to cap A, and Piglets is using the speed boost, trying to get into a good position to reset A, but no, the shot didn't penetrate Free Born here, and we are seeing Patrick up front. And this is going to steadily descend into a dull match, but Wood Warrior has taken a hit, taken 2 hits, and Sports, it has to play this one really carefully, but if he's daring enough, he can go all the way up not really all the way up, but even more than what he is doing, and get the double 50B spotted. And Mouse, there was a terrible pain spike there, and I'm back at the moment, but it's a standoff situation between two teams. Sparta originally leading by around 1,000 hit points, now leading only less than 1,000 hit points. So TTT will be happy about this at the moment. They are leading in caps. They will earn 4 cap points per second, and there are only like 4 minutes left to go, so I think we will not be seeing all 7 minutes being used. And Piglet trying his luck once again, but not landing anywhere. 4 minutes left to go. We're seeing TTT still holding, and Sparta needs to do something from some side, but Sparta is still holding on, hoping that TTT is making mistakes, and they are once again leading in hit points by more than 1,000. Piglet is spotted, while Patrick and Vabon might look to put shells into Piglet, or is it not? No Pro Campbell, no life. Was really healthy in the Mouse. Might go in to see if he wants to, but Free Reborn has taken a hit. No Pro Campbell, no life, also taking a hit as well. Sparta can't go for C realistically. And Optimus Prime has taken a big hit, trying to go into B, or is it not? And Wooden Warrior is trying to get into B, and Optimus Prime, I think they're hesitating whether to go for B or not, because Sparta is doing a really great job in TTT doing a good job to chip away hit points of Sparta. And Wooden Warrior is now dead. Optimus Prime is also really low, so potentially it's going to go down to 4 versus 6. TTT is looking very strong at the moment, and they have the gun advantage, which can be really crucial. And they just need to get the focus fire right. TTT is looking for Free Reborn. Free Reborn is chasing Winner here, who is going to win this one. Free Reborn might pick up Winner because Winner missed that shell onto Free Reborn. And that means it's now going to be 4 versus 5. TTT is still hanging on, but it's still really close to call because TTT, they have 2 one-shots. Anything could happen at this point, but the cap points are with TTT still. They just have to survive for long enough. Broccoli is now dead, and it's now 4 versus 4. And we are also seeing Piglet down, so that's going to be 4 versus 3. But Sparta, there's so many one-shots. Desolation is also a one-shot, so got your moms. He has to kill off Optimus. He cannot afford to miss that, but that was a low row, low splash row, and it's now down to a one-shot, so I think got your moms would be regretting not to put an AP shell, an APCR shell. No Pro Campbell, no life is now killed by Seek Smells. Once again, TTT are leading in hit points and cap points, but Sparta will be looking to kill Desolation and take that tank out of the match. Desolation needs to put a shell into Patrick. He couldn't put a shell. Patrick is there to press the button more quickly, but got your mom is also killed, so now it's going to be 1 versus 3. Sparta is looking to get B now, so that means Sparta is now leading in cap points, not in hit points though. Just only around 1 minute left to go. Oh dear, this is going to be really close, really close. Patrick got B, so realistically TTT has to kill all 3 tanks in order to win this one. But they are very spread out at the moment, so I'm not sure if Seek Smells has enough mobility to find all the tanks of Sparta. Optimus Prime is now spotted. Seek Smells might want to kill off Optimus Prime, but I think that might not be realistic. I think the more realistic target would be Patrick. But I think Sparta will be winning this just in time before Seek Smells is able to do something else. Well done to Sparta. It was such a close game at the end. Both teams have done amazingly well to make it that close, but Sparta in the end came out on top because TTT wasn't unable to put shots into Sparta's one-shots, and also like there were a few individual mistakes as well which cost them the game. And as I said, always, World Tank Splits this game, the esports, if you make minor mistakes, that mistake can be exaggerated, and it seems that mistake was exaggerated now. So it's going to be Sparta leading TTT 1-0. Well done to Sparta. I agree with Harun. I agree that TDT is a team to watch in the future. They certainly have potential. I think it's like some of the Asia clans on the Asia server. They have potential. They need to train a lot with their skills, individual skills, and so on. And also, they need more experience with tournaments. I mean, clans like E4D, EA, I think, is quite similar to TDT in a lot of ways. They are very enthusiastic about tournaments. They are trying their best to be at a good level. They will need to also improve their individual skills, and they need more experience too. Meanwhile, Spartan looks like the team with more experience here. Triple M60s. They're going to be taking a Kron, a T125, a 50B, and a Vickers Light. TDT, we're seeing IS4, double Kron, triple T125, and a Vickers Light. Yeah, I think TDT is doing good at the moment. I think they just need more experience. And this will come with time. This will come with time. So hopefully, TDT will be able to grind another win. Grind a win over Sparta. Last game it was very close. Winner saying hi. Not sure whom he is saying hi to. Mikal saying hey. Both teams are communicating through live chat, through Discord chat, and I'm behind the red line, so I can't go up. So what I'm going to do, get to Mikal, and then I can go up nicely. So Mikal, I don't think you can spot from this far. I don't think it's possible. TDT ain't even going for C as well, so they're going to commit their tanks mostly on A. They might get a cap lead because there is no one to reset A potentially. And the heavy tanks aren't quick enough. Maybe Optimus Prime is there just in time to reset A. But this is a very tricky position because could get shots for resetting A. And I think I sent Fortress here before in the old meta. And boy, that position can be a tough one to operate if you're not careful enough. But great shot into Desolation already. TDT would not be able to get A, and this would descend into a Camp Steer fest. Typical Camp Steer where the two teams are preventing one another to get a cap. And what's more exciting it is to have this situation, you know. Patrick's now spotted, Desolation is now also spotted. I think with this being in mind, Free for Bond and also with the Warrior getting a little bit more aggressive, maybe looking to get Desolation, we don't know. But Free for Bond is going really aggressive. Spotted up Broccoli. I think they caught the Crown Vagans out of position. And they put some really good shells into TDT. Not sure why they took that position though. I mean TDT. Because I don't know if you can actually shoot something from here. Yeah, pretty much trying to stop from whoever's trying to reset A, I think. But Optimus Prime isn't even spotted. No Pro Campbell, no life is trying his bets on A, but I think he can't. He's going to put back. Piglet might be able to put a shot onto no Pro Campbell, no life, but he's approaching this really carefully. But Winner took a big hit near the east side, so that's not good for Winner. I'm not sure if that was a blind fire idea. I assume Winner got spotted, and with that in mind, let's actually talk about Camp Steer. It's a very popular destination for visitors. If you want to see some really amazing tanks, then you might want to head into the central area nearby. I think there is a tank museum somewhere, and they show to us some really amazing tanks. And meanwhile, this church right here is probably the most popular tourist destination for a lot of visitors coming from the rest of the world. I mean, you have the spell here, which has been here for 200 years, so that's a really long history, and that bell is still working really well, so you can hear it ding when it hits the hour. Meanwhile, we have the nice hostel here. Nice groups of hostels if you want to stay and enjoy this beautiful scenery of Campsteer. I think these hostels will come in cheap. I think it's like only 30 euros per night, so it's actually really cheap. So if you want to book a place in Campsteer and have a look around and have a tour in the city, then do book the hostels or in Campsteer. Meanwhile, we have that really brilliant distillery here. Produces the best tequila I've ever drank, which I never drank, but anyway, ever drunk. If you want some really cheap tequilas, do head over to this distillery here, and you'll get some really nice goodies. And if you are a nature-loving person, then you can always go and hike in these mountains here and get some beautiful views. But now that we have finished our tourist our briefing with this Campsteer, action's going on. So once we finished our briefing, looking at this, Sparta and TDT fighting really nicely. 3 Rebel is now killed. Winner is also killed. And this is now going to be 6 versus 5. And TDT is trying to focus onto Wooden Warrior. This is actually getting close. Only 2 minutes left to go, but the hit points are neck and neck. But TDT also got beat, so that is really important here. Wooden Warrior is now dead, and Sparta is looking to kill Seek Smells. It has descended into pandemonium here. There is lots of action going on. Seek Smells is finally dead, and Optimus Prime is getting eviscerated as well. TDT is doing really well. With the focus fire, the next tank they want to go for will be no pro camo, no life. Mikhail and Patrick could only come in support at a later time, and Mikhail just going straight in because he's getting a little bit impatient. And unfortunately, I think Sebi might be the next tank down. Is it actually going to be Vickers Light? We will never know. Patrick's going to put a shell into Agent 9, I suppose. Agent 9 has fewer hit points. Sebi puts a great shot into Piglet. Maybe looking for Piglet instead because they're focused on Piglet, but with Sebi now dead, Agent 9 is now down to 731 hit points. And it's going to be 2 versus 4. This is looking really good for TDT. Even if all 7 minutes are used, TDT will be winning this one probably by caps as well. They have one cap, Sparta with none. Patrick is now down to 1 shot, will be killed by Sports. And finally, we see Mikhail, the last person standing, and he would not last for long. So commiserations to Sparta. TDT did really well with that focus fire, iced the tanks exceptionally well, and they got on top in that really messy brawl we saw over on A. And even if they don't get B, it's not a big deal if they got B or not. I think more to say is that Sparta pretty much isolated themselves 1 by 1 and allowed pretty much TDT to focus them down nicely. So great job to TDT. 5 tanks doing more than 2k, and Sparta 3 tanks doing more than 2k, and we are now going for New Bay tiebreaker. It is. Alright, TET, we're seeing triple Crown Vargans by Agent Lion and Seek Smells. Broccoli, also the Crown Vargan. Sports the T125, Piglet, IS4, Desolation in the Mouse, and Winner in the Vickers Light. Meanwhile, Sparta, double Crown, double 50Bs, double T125s, and an M6Yo. New Bay, really weird to see Sparta with this set of tanks, because it's a city map, and the long and narrow corridors would benefit tanks like the Mouses. And TT, they're going to be taking 2 Mouses, so really worried whether Sparta can do something about this. I think they have to be really creative with what they are doing. The Mouses will be the inroads for them, will be the obstacles, so they want to find out that Vickers Light, or maybe the Crown Vargas to shut those tanks down first, and maybe they will need to distract the Mouses so that when they got distracted, they have to go a really long way to go and support their teammates. Maybe this might be the game plan for Sparta, but in a map like Liu Bei, it's going to be hard to execute. And I mean, TDT will try to prevent that from happening by staying relatively close and connected to the rest of the team. Yes. So here we go. Sparta versus TDT. TDT getting by lots of cap points, hit points. Winner saying oh lo lo oh lo 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 lo. Ah la la la. Winner saying pot champ. I don't know what happened. Everyone just saying lo 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 and la 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 la. Where is la 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 and li 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 and lu 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 lu. And where is my ukulele? I think if someone is good with making music, maybe this is a good idea there. Some food for thought. Lyrics mainly with la 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 and lu 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 and lo 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 and la 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 and so on. And hello Ernest, how are you doing? C is going to be captured by Sparta, and TDT will be looking for A as well. And okay, what do I think about the upcoming map? What do you think is... okay, we are going to talk about that later. Sparta now is looking to make a big push onto TDT. Asian Lions in trouble. I didn't see that coming at all, but they're pushing onto Mouses, so that would mean TDT will have time to respawn to that, but already Asian Lions taken out, so that is really ruthless. Really big for Sparta. And hit points are still with TDT though. The Mouses are able to hold off Sparta for a little bit. And 3 weapons going to be taken out by the Vickers Light winner here. The Piglet and Broccoli is trying to move backwards as much as they could. But that was a great track shot right here. And TDT, the next time they would like to kill would be Patrick. And Optimus Prime, the double 50 beasts are in action trying to kill off Winner here. Winner needs support, but it's going to be killed. Seek unable to shield off the Vickers Light. Winner is now killed. Patrick is also killed. And we are now seeing it's going to be 4 versus 5 with Wooden Warrior down to a one-shot, killed by Piglet. And the next tag they want to go for would be Mikau, but I don't think so because their guns are not aiming at that. Nice ammo. Oh, Patrick got ammoed. Ammo wrecked. I didn't catch that though. I really didn't catch that. Sorry there. No Pramo is killed. Piglet is now killed, and it's now going to be 2 versus 4. Optimus Prime and Mikau are left hopeless. And TDT will be winning this one, and they will go to the grand final 2-1. And this is job well done to TDT. I think they are looking really strong. I think they are well equipped for the challenges, and I really wish them all the best. And I hope they will be doing very well in challenges, both teams I mean. With Mikau now killed, TDT, this one, they have reacted well to Sparta rush onto the Mouses. Didn't look promising from Sparta with that rush. Especially when you're rushing onto 2 Mouses. That bought time for TDT to respawn, because Mouses, two things. Good armor and a lot of hit points. So the combination of both would mean the Mouses are able to hold on long enough for the team to respawn and support or make a push on the other side to shut down the ice tanks in the rush. So great job to Sparta. No, great job to TDT. Sparta also good job, but my commiserations. They will be finishing their group in the 3rd place. And now we're on to My Ruins APA. I think they were watching this one. They were showing support to Sparta, but it's now going to be TDT against Sparta. Well done to TDT, and I hope you can make use of this opportunity and give us some really great matches against APA. Alright, now we're seeing TTT. Triple Crab Bargain Spicy Sports, Broccoli, an Asian Lion, Desolation Piglet, Double M60. Got Your Mom is in the mouse. A win and Victor's Lights, Seek and Destroy. I want you to lead. I want you to play in one match. Can we have that, please? If someone is watching if someone from TTT is watching this stream, can you ask Seek and Destroy to play one match just for me, please? Please, just my pity request. I want to see him play. I miss that. APA now going to be taking Triple Crown by CQ of Nika, Marcinek and Reaction. Double Mouse by Cuba and Manfuck. I think this is the first time we are seeing this player playing tonight. Kopak and T125 Ernest in the Vickers Lights. Tarasitos on the subs bench. Might go for spectating. Yennefer is now here, and will Yennefer switch out a player and put herself in? And TT is now ready. And it's going to be Yennefer coming in place of Reaction and Tarax. Cuba, we see Cuba playing for the very first time for APA tonight, so I'm very excited about that. And here we go. Okay, Truster asked me what do I think about the upcoming map, and do I think it's going to be a good Clan Wars map? I'm not sure. I don't know much about that map. I have not seen it in full, and I think I can only say after I play some matches in randoms. I'm excited to see if it's a good map or not. I haven't heard that they're going to put this map in the map pool in the next tournament in the next season. I think there's a high chance they're going to do it. I think we will have to spend the entire August to find great spots and great strategies for that map. I'm in particular interested about the underground area. I think you can put tanks in the underground area and also on the ground as well. So this can be interesting. I think this is going to be the first map where you have a large underground area and also an overground area too. No, it's not overground, it's just on the ground area too. Interested to see the strategies for both teams, but I could say that area being the dead zone, we can't really go for there probably. So APA going for Double Mouse, M60, Vickers Light, Double Cron, T125, TT, Triple Cron, Double M60, Vickers Light, and a mouse. And here we go. Alright. Let's go up high, shall we? APA red team south spawn, north spawn. TDT blue team north south spawn. Come on, I'm mixing north and south now. Gigula. That's a nice name. I don't think Pigula is playing tonight, or C Cuba. Winner has taken a hit already from Ernest, but also Ernest has taken a hit as well. And has taken another hit there. So TDT with Asian Lion, Desolation Sports and Piglets looking for middle side, and APA Sinker of Nika, Marcinek just going very aggressive now. Sinker of Nika might be able to push off into TDT. It's a miss though, and might be looking to put an R shell into TDT. It's another miss as well, but Winner has taken a lot of hits and that Vickers Light, and is trying to run away. More tanks of TDT have been spotted, and it's now going to be 7 versus 7 still. C is going to be captured by APA, and Ernest. In that Vickers Light, I think he might want to go for something somewhere different. Sports, tracked and a shot. Hit points with APA for around 2,000 now. So A is going to be captured by TDT. Winner is going to cap A uncontested. And that would not give TDT the cap lead though. And they will have to kill one tank more. I mean 2 tanks now because they are down by more than 80 cap points. So not only 1 tank, they need 2 if they want to get back the cap lead. Obviously they want to go for C as well because it's a cap that APA has at the moment. But APA is defending C cap really nicely. But they also can't go for B because Mountfuck and Cuba will be defending B. But I think APA might be going for a push in the middle. They're looking to kill Sports here. Mountfuck race shot into Sports. And Sports is now down to 1 shot. Desperately trying to run away but is unable to stay alive. Getting killed by Marcinek. And TDT are left with no choice of looking to get a tank out. Asian Knights now down to 1 shot, but Sinker of Nika has moved back really nicely. I don't think they could get B now. And Get Your Moms is going to be killed by Kopaka, and that leaves 7 versus 4. AP looking really strong here. The focus fire is really on point, and that push is also pretty solid as well. Next time they're going for will be Broccoli Cuba with that miss here, or is that bounce? I don't know. It doesn't matter at this point because it's 1 versus 3. Can't do anything in this situation. The M6Os are pretty helpless. They're looking to defend, but APA is simply too strong, far too strong, I must say. Piglet and Winner now both dead. Sinker of Nika also dead. Hello Executive. And Broccoli down to 1 shot, also killed. And finally, Desolation is the last person standing. Ernest saying at least Kikula killed you. Oh dear, oh dear. Kopaka is going to put a shot into Desolation. Mountfuck will be looking to kill off Desolation. Desolation is down to 1 shot. Mountfuck would not have the reload in time, I believe. It's going to be Kopaka landing that final blow. And it's 1-0 for APA. Well done to APA. And here we are, APA, 5 tanks doing more than 2k, and TDT, 2 tanks doing more than 2k. We're now on to the second match on Mayan Ruins. Okay, now we're now going to be seeing APA having 3 tanks to 3 M6Os by Yennefer, Kirovnika, and Marcinek. Kopaka the T185, double barrels by Kuba and Benfark, Ernest in the Vickers Light. Meanwhile, TDT double TVPs by Desolation and Winner, double M6O by Piglet and Sports, Broccoli in the Crown Wagon, Seat Smells in the T185, and Got Your Mom in the Mouse. Ernest saying don't. What do you mean by that? They're just teasing the global chat. Ernest say 900 ping. Doesn't look like 900 ping for me. He's at least not crashing into a rock, or driving very questionably. TDT on the other hand will be committing their tanks over to A, or is it not? C is going to be captured by TVPs, double of them. 10% loss claimed some players of APA, and C is going to be captured. Kopaka spotted, putting a ratio into Desolation, and TVPs are running away. I don't think they are going to retain this cap lead for long, because APA, I think they will go for a cap reset on C, but I think they have other ideas. They're looking to shut down the TVPs first, and Desolation has taken some beating already. However, Kopaka and Marchini also took some hits, so the hit points are actually not that far, to be honest with you. Oh, agent. Oh, great to see. Come on, please call. I mean, it might be too late now. Seek, please play. Seek and destroy. I am asking you to play at least a match, because you are playing a match, so you must play a match. C is going to be captured by APA, and A is now getting captured by TDT, so that's brilliant. And APA, we have Kopaka spotted, and the tanks here from behind. Kopaka has taken some shots. And the hit points are still with APA, but they have dropped a significant number of hit points already, so it's now going to be close. 2 shots for TDT, and they will have the hit point pool lead, and they can defend nicely. They still have to hit the cap lead though. B is not getting defended or getting the attention from TDT, but TDT potentially can't really defend B. So I'm not sure if APA realizes this. They can potentially put their tanks over to B and cap it out. But at the moment, APA is hustling over this area. They might look for a push down the flank on A. And if they have to make that rotation, they have to be decisive, because they are rushing out in the open. Potentially TDT might put some good crossfire into the APA's forces. They are now rushing en masse, 4 tanks going for A now, but Seek Smells is really aggressive there. So I'm very worried about Seek Smells at the moment, because they are now looking for Seek Smells, but suddenly APA start pushing because they are worried that the TVP's Spot and Piglet will all farm them for crossing. So they just stopped, allowing Seek Smells to take a deep breath. Meanwhile, we have Get Your Mobs rushing down the middle, and I think Cuba would be ignored here. TDT on the other hand is now trying to make a counter push, looking for these tanks of APA. I think this push can work for APA, but they are now focusing on to Got Your Moms, so they have to be really quick. Ernest is doing 1 vs 1 against no one. I thought that was the 1 vs 1 there. TVPs are coming from the mid, they were trying to get some crossfire in. Yennefer is getting killed, so that was a great shot by Seek Smells. And next time they're going for will be Broccoli, isn't it? Broccoli is going to be down. No, it's actually Sinkaravnika down to a 1-shot now. This is looking pretty good for TDT at the moment. Sinkaravnika needs to be killed, but the Clipper tanks are still reloading at the moment. Seek Smells not even looking at Sinkaravnika at the point at this moment. It's now 5 vs 6, and the hit points are still with APA, but the guns are with TDT at the moment. Ernest is going to kill Desolation off very soon, with Machina getting killed as well. The focus fire from TDT is starting to show some colors, but APA is looking to get A. So despite TDT with good rotation and also good move, they're trying to go for the tanks on A. I think they aren't able to get tanks out quickly, and they have the focus fire from TDT, although I did have some compliments, it's actually not that perfect. But anyway, Sports puts a great shell into Ernest and might look to put another shell into Ernest, but gets rammed by Kuba instead. And it's really GG's to to APA here. APA winning with 1,000 hit cap points, and it's a little bit of a scare for APA, but in the end, TDT haven't done enough to make it a win. But they have got the right ingredients for this one. I think that rotation was fair enough. Maybe the TVP should have come in slightly earlier in the middle. That could have been different, and if they could work together to kill Ernest out of the match, I mean, that is a because like that is a pesky tank. That might have been different too. And TDT with 4 tanks doing more than 2k, and APA 3 tanks doing more than 2k. That push is enough to put them into a match point now. 2-0 for APA now. Okay, here we go. APA versus TDT. Let's see about the double TVPs. And Zeke is still not playing. Why? I thought Agent Lion was, relaying that message from me to him. I need Zeke and Destroy to play. If he isn't playing in this one, please TDT win this match. At least one match of Zeke playing will be something that is in my dreams. So thank you. APA IS4 Kron M60 mouse double T175 and Vickers Lights TDT triple Kron double TVP a T175 and a mouse. Oh, slow one saying mouse doesn't have ammo. I don't think I said that, but I have multiple. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. Zeke and Destroy is sick tonight, but I think TDT has done really well tonight despite Zeke being sick. So I wish him full recovery, and hopefully we will see him back and leading nicely. So have a good break. I know this season is pretty demanding. So. If you felt sick, then by all means take a good rest and just come back stronger. Please don't force yourself into playing while you're sick. And sometimes you see, for example, got your mom. The bar is empty. It's a glitch. It's a glitch, a visual glitch. There is a shell ready. It got your mobs, but for some reason, visually it looks like it doesn't have any shells. So I think it's just a bug from Wargaming. Oh, Zeke Smells took a big beating in that T135 already, killed by Kopaka. So it's now going to be 7 versus 6, and Winner might be the next tank down. And I think APA is looking really strong on this one. Winner is spotted. AP is looking to push shots into Winner. Can Winner run away before he gets killed? No! It has now gone from bad to worse for TDT. They've lost 2 tanks already. Hit points out with APA by more than 2,000. And Ernest is looking to push shells into the Crown Vargas potentially. And I think they can just simply go in and just surround TDT's forces. Because TDT, they have to fight 5 versus 7, and APA doesn't look like they're isolated at the moment. Ernest trying to run away. I think he will run away nicely, and Got Your Mom's going to get the focus from APA. And Kopaka is now down to a 3-shot or 2-shot, and it's on ammo rack too, so we'll be taken out in no time. But APA has done really well to take out the mouse of Got Your Mom's, and Piglet's trying to run away. and I don't know, will he be killed next? We'll find out soon. And we are also seeing TDT looking for Sinker and Nika as the focus, but it's going to be 6 versus 4. Sports is going to be killed in no time. It will be killed by Yennefer, and will TDT be winning with? I mean, APA been winning with still more than 10,000 hit points. Possible. The TVPs is almost reloaded, looking to put shells. And APA would not be winning by more than 10,000 hit points remaining. Desolation is getting taken out, and that leaves 2 tanks remaining for TDT. Manfuck is killed. And Piglet is also very low, down to a 1-shot. And here we go. Piglet is almost killed, and Broccoli is still reloading. And lags on my stream, which is not nice. 2 1-shots now. Piglet is the last person standing. APA finishes off Piglet, and that is a great victory for APA. And it looks really strong for APA. I think they are well equipped for the Summer Season Championship, and I wish APA all the best. Hopefully they can show us flying colors. And TDT, hopefully the first time in a long time since the last summer season in the top 16. Seek Smells doing so damage, but I have to say, TDT, all the best to you, and I think the Middle Echelon Championship will give you a lot of experience that you really need, so make use of that. APA, I mean, God blessed. God blessed pretty much in the end, originally fighting with A1 to get into top 8, but actually APA, but with that punishment onto Turks and RNG, APA will be in the top 8, and it's confirmed. Unless Wargaming is has reneged on their decision with that ban, but I don't think it's likely. So well done to APA, and let's see the other results of other groups. Okay, so we are seeing Endgame against Jones. It ends, but they're still playing. We know APA's 3-0 against TDT, BPS versus Loka. (3-1) for BPS. And apologies, just wait a minute.
We used to look up at the sky and wonder at our place in the stars.
This is the world you've made yourself. Now you have to live in it.
The end is in our sights.
The future is already here.
No matter how hard we tried, we are doomed.
Say your goodbyes. Brace yourself.
I can see the end inside.
Three, two, one. Hardwired.
I'm back, sorry, I have some of those issues, but I think it's now sorted. Yeah, Seek is sick. Very sad. Hopefully for a quick recovery for Seek. And let's actually update everything. Okay, so we know Endgame versus Immortals. What's the final scoreline for Endgame versus Immortals? It ends 2-1 for Endgame. It's a bit shaky, but they won in the end. Finally, it's going to be Jones versus Endgame. They're still playing at the moment. BPS, we know they won 3-1 against Loka. So let's see about the result of Loka against Immortals second team. And Immortal second team lost 0-2 to Loka. Group 4, A1M1 versus R2K. And they are playing against Kraken Esports. They lost to Kraken Esports 2-3, and they won R2K 2-0. Finally, yes, this is going to be all the results you need to know for tonight, and we have the final top 8 as well. Let's also update the table as well. A1M will finish the second place. BPS. Oh, long live 700 ping calling from Spec. And being sick with 3 hours of sleep. Why aren't you sleeping? That's not a lot long sleep. You have to sleep for at least like 7 to 8 hours. I know I'm not sleeping along, not sleeping enough because of the streams, but seek sleep. Okay, the leaderboard. It's going to be Endgame, Loka, Jones, Immortals, BPS, APA, A1L1, and Kraken Esports. If Turks and also A1M1, if Turks and also RNG are not punished, A1M1 would not be the top 8, and Kraken Esports also would not be in the top 8. But they are now in the top 8 because of that punishment. TDT will be finishing tonight in the 9th place, and we are waiting for endgame against Jones. I don't think this result is going to matter much here. So, because Jones would not be able to overtake Noka, and endgame is already in the first place, so whatever result is going to be, endgame is still going to be the first place. So endgame is going to be playing against Dragon Esports in the single elimination group stage, Loka against A1N1, Jones versus APA, and Immortals versus VPS. So I can say this is going to be really interesting to call. I think the most exciting one to watch would be Jones versus APA. Equally, Immortals versus VPS is also going to be very competitive. But I can't wait to see what these clans will deliver on the table. But I think, my guess, I think the final top 4 will be Endgame, Loka, Jones, and VPS. Sorry, APA. I think Jones versus APA will be the closest. I can't really call on this one. I think potentially APA could win for Jones, but it will be like 5-4 scoreline. On the other hand, we have TET versus ASP, RNG versus Zenith, Turks versus DWF, and Sparta versus Pink. And because Turks played really well this season, they are pretty much the runaway favorites. I can't see them really not getting the Middle Echelon Championship. And if they don't participate, I think it's going to be up for grabs. I could see Zenith winning the Middle Echelon Championship if that's the case. And I'm not sure, hopefully Turks and RNG will show up and play in their challenges, the Middle Echelon Championship. So for that, I'm going to say thank you all for watching, and hopefully you have a great time tonight, and I'll see you on the NA server in around 5 hours. Bye for now, and thanks all for watching. See ya.